Go get him, boy!
Well done indeed. The old lizard didn't want to open the Hall of Echoes for me, but it would seem I shall find it after all. Your quest is futile, dragon. War cannot be avoided, only postponed. Realize that all you do is in vain. The pieces are set, and the game is about to begin. But first, I shall finally remove the pawn that is blocking my offensive. Farewell, then. It has been a pleasure.
But it is beautiful. The Wall of Echoes draws ever closer.
Bet that hurt. No good. I'll have to walk.
Humble greeting.
No good.
Never shall I mourn
Ha.
you.
I cannot take my dragon form here. This chest contains the Gremory family jewel. Well done.
Someday, someone named Gremory is going to be bitterly disappointed.
I cannot take my dragon form here.
The courageous mountaineer! I can't believe it! Sure. And if you...
Hey, Slayer. I haven't seen you since we left Farglow.
Good day, Dragon Slayer. Welcome to Aleroth. Don't expect much good cheer here. Aleroth is a ghost. Drazandalor who caused it. And Deodatus too. Opened dark rifts they did, which will be the end of the city. Most of Aleroth is off limits now. Infested and littered with undead. But the way to the... If you're here to help, may the Divine bless you. If not, get away from...
Dragon Slayer, praise the Divine for your arrival. We can more than use your aid in this hour of peril. Isn't that so, Captain Angharad?
Indeed. Such is the city's state that she is on the brink of collapse. Still, a champion never despairs, and I have been organizing our defenses...
Don't bother, Captain. We are already well acquainted. But don't be deceived by appearances. This abomination is not what you think it is.
I must admit, I don't quite follow. Please explain yourself, Commander.
The thing you see before you is a dragon knight, and as such must be it strayed from the Academy's path to become one of those we hunt. A betrayer has entered fair Aleroth, and now her streets must be cleansed.
Commander, please calm yourself. And you, Slayer, how do you respond to these charges?
May you choke on that twisted pride of yours. It admits it, Angarad. We have here a dragon in league with that
Enough! Frankly, Commander, I don't give a damn who this is, be they dragon or slayer. Your adversary is here for the good of Aleroth, and that is my final word on the matter. Now stand aside, please. I have spoken, and there shall be no...
No, I cannot stand idly by as you allow this monstrosity to pass unharmed.
I warned you, Commander, and though I shall sorely miss your blade in battle, you leave me no choice.
You are making a grave mistake, Angarad. And as for you, disciple, rest assured we will meet again. Never!
I hope I made the right decision. Please, do all in your power to save that. You can find our Lord.
Too bad it didn't come to a fight. I can only hope Rode will rot in her cell.
The door won't open. The door won't open.
Good to They say Zandalor is in the ministry. Loyal to Damien is what that damned spellcaster is.
What a world we live in, eh? Will? Get the best weapons and armor in Aleroth right here. Don't...
Potions, great welcome to...
You're right ahead.
Allow us to leave. We beseech you.
Let us use the shrine. We will all be slaughtered by those monstrosities if you don't.
Stand back. No one may operate the shrine. General Augustus orders.
With the chaos the rifts cause, there's no telling where you might end up. Do you want to teleport right onto Damien's lap, citizen?
No, divine forbid. Come, boys, let us try to find safety elsewhere. The parents have been slain.
At last I may greet. I have... Indeed I do. Lord Zandalor has discreetly informed me of your predicament, and the citizens of this spirit-plague-stricken village are angry, as you can see. Rightly so, I may add. I have kept the mob at bay, and shall continue to do so until you have assisted the reverend wizards with the abate. Main door was barred, but you can use the teleporter. Armor, Stand aside for a minute, but keep that thing off limits to all others.
As you command, General.
Good luck, Dragon Knight. May the Divine guide your sword. I salute you, Dragon Knight.
Parents have been slain.
Calm
My
down,
husband.
citizens
All
of
because of
Aleroth.
that pair.
By the Divine, am I glad to see your face. Deodatus...
It's an honor to meet you, Dragon Knight.
It was Deodatus, Aleroth's archmage, who had the shield in his possession. He hid it in another dimension for safekeeping. We can slay the foes that escape from them, but we can't both fight and please keep them at bay as I try to close the things. If you must. But please do... Are you ready to engage the enemy, Dragon Knight? We are close to our goal, but you can never be too strong. Ha-ha!
Go get him, boy! Another one to add to the collection. I can't!
That's it! The first rift is closed.
Good work, Dragon Knight.
Are you ready to engage the enemy?
Good.
Another rift has been closed.
We're not quite there yet, Deodatus. Keep up the pressure. The upper floors have been secured. Good. This proud city suffered for it, but we have the shield. We are one step closer to the Hall of Echoes, and the sealing of death. But we won't rejoice just yet. Aleroth is... Furthermore, it is wholly likely new rifts may open. For that which dwells in those dimensions favors... Only when he shall be dead at last can we concentrate on finding the Hall of Echoes. The shield is ours. So once you have the location, the spell... If only the divine might... I will find you when Damien lies dead, and...
A city almost perished to obtain the shield. But when we find the Hall of Echoes, this will all have been worth the sacrifice. And so, my great paladin, you have gathered all we need to enter the Hall of Echoes. Let us go then. The land of the dead beckons.
No good. I'll have to walk.
To lay waste to an entire flying fortress by yourself is an act unprecedented, but at this hour unnecessary. None of these castles shall fly anymore if you travel to the Hall of Echoes and resurrect Igurna.
Arise, my pet!
This parchment has an enormously complex spell written on it that will reveal to you the Hall of Echoes. At long last, the elusive Hall of Echoes shall be...
Remember this. The Hall of Echoes takes the shape of mind. But be not deceived. This is not the same. My bet is that's what Remember this. The Hall of Echoes takes the shape your mind gives it. But be not deceived. This is not the same place. My bet is... Remember this. The Hall of Echoes takes the shape your mind gives it. But be not deceived. This is not the same place you know. My bet is, that's what
Go get him, boy!
You have a daring heart to wander into the realm of the dead. Such insolence cannot pass unnoticed and unchallenged. They yearn to make you one of them.
Well, aren't we dramatic?
Great betrayer has come to the final kingdom. Shameless deserter, remember this. If it is not I who kill you, it will be Commander Rode. Die now.
There it is, the savage who destroyed this goddess sculpture. Hush! I'll make a worshipper out of you yet.
Bring it on!
We meet again, pigeon dropping. Praise be that this hour has come. I have filled books with fantasies of torturing you. Your tower no longer. Here you have come, and come, Razakel.
First we eat, then thou bring his soul to Tartarus.
This will help.
Well, 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 my sweet.
Why? It is the Dragon Knight, my love.
How kind the brave little hall dweller is, my dear, to say.
Such a marvel it is indeed, my precious.
Manners before all, my darling. You are quite correct.
As you wish, my cherished.
Another one to add to the collection. Oh, I can't!
So you are indeed.
grave.
Vanquished once again. They should have known by now not to come between the dragon and its wrath.
Go get him, boy!
There it is. We are in Igurna's memory and about to witness her execution. Stop this from happening and she will live again.
Igurna, by the powers vested in me by blessings divine, I hereby sentence you to death for actively furthering the interests of man's most hated enemy, the Black Ring.
Do as you must. Providential prodigy you think you are. I am guilty of nothing but awakening powers in Damien that would have roused no matter how, and of giving him my love.
The demon within his soul could have been kept caged if it were not for the darkness you whispered into his mind. For this crime, there shall be no clemency. Farewell, Igurna.
Lucian, stay your hand, an intruder. You, step out from the shadows. Who are you?
Be welcome then, noble dragon.
Tell us, if it please you. Why are you here? Out of the question. Take one more step forward and we will be forced to attack you.
No, she will not. And neither will you.
Arise, my pet!
My headsman lay dead on the floor. The memory has been resolved. I shall live again. Wake up in that cold grave to find warm arms to embrace me. Damien, my love, I shall live again. And for you, my sweet hero. This is where it all ends.
I'd bid you welcome, Dragon Knight. Were this a place one would want to be welcome to? Yet do not judge it too unfavorably offhand, for it is here you shall have to learn the meaning of eternity. Poor creature. Igerna has claimed another soul, and Damien, my son, is stronger than ever. Yes. That is what I call him still, despite everything. No doubt you have guessed the truth by now. I am Lucian, the Divine, quite alive, yet often wishing I was not, as I dwell in this half-world, this cageless prison designed to keep me ever conscious, and so suffer the torment of awareness, to be a wordless witness to the damned one's deeds. Nonetheless, I have often shouted out in vain at one who unwittingly advanced Damien's schemes by doing the bidding of his dark mistress. From the very Hall of Echoes she skimmed the surface of Rivellon for her knight in shining armour, who was to be both strong enough to find her and weak enough to be controlled. Then there you came, a formidable slayer, blessed with the power of the dragon, but humbled by a mind exposed after a ritual incomplete. It was Igerna who led you here, not Talana, as she took on the guise of that courageous woman and showed you a vision of things to come. This sinister empress led you to believe the lie even my old friend Zandalor held to be true. Igerna's life is Damien's death. No, Dragon Knight. Igerna's life is Damien's invincibility, as I learnt from my accursed son himself. They have been questing for the same outcome from within the Hall of Echoes and from without. Igerna was the first to triumph. You, her champion, ensured that victory against all odds, against her lover even, who never realized you wanted to find her soul for resurrection, not destruction. Now nothing is left for us, lost phantoms caught in their sinister webs, but to watch as they lay claim to Rivellon and obliterate all that the heroes of man have spilt so much blood to protect. We will watch as the Damned One and his queen wade to their victory through war's crimson rivers. Time to wake up, my sleeping beauty.
My love, at last.
I battled tirelessly to release you from death's grip, and here you are, alive and free without my help. How?
I trained a pet. So acquiescent the little darling turned out to be. But I'll tell you all about that later. Is everything ready?
Oh yes, we are prepared. Come, my love. It is time for our conquest to begin.
The hour is late. A hero was lost. And the enemy approaches to render all in fire. Aleroth, I'll guard you yet. May deliverance alight as I become your aegis.
I have found it. And there he is, the object of my pursuit. Why does anyone seek you out, the questing knight? Be they beggar, bishop or baron, they need your gifts. Ah, how good it is to be here in this empire of dream, desire, and fruition, where one is truly omnipotent. Ah, that those possibilities are but ephemeral illusions, as long as I remain caged in the darkness of a hostile realm. I am nothing, where once I was. My name, an omen. My actions, roots of awe and fear. Yet this matters not. Not until I am free again. To get here, that was nothing, for I know this place well, and as yet retain an inkling of my abilities. In Rivelon I am weak, but in Rivelon I must be strong once more, See my undead legions walk before me.
If it is indeed the breeze of the abyss you hanker for, I believe it best you be kept shackled.
You speak before your turn, secret incarnation. You have not yet heard my terms. I will take you away from here, dragon, and bring you to the city of Aleroth, where my true self rots away deep beneath the cobbled streets, kept alive only by my dormant powers. Free me, and I will free the divine in turn. His notions are but illusions, my friend, as is the idea that you have a choice. To Aleroth we fare. Now.
Be careful, Dragon Knight. Do not risk what the release of this thing may beget for my sake. Here dwells evil. Do not forget.
Dragon Knight, where have you been? What has happened? Does Igerna live, and is the Damned One dead?
You have gained new insights.
Leave it at that. How can we? They are together again, and the whole of Ribelon will fall. Belegar's bollocks. It cannot be. Pardon my language, my friend, but this is the most fortuitous news I have heard in a very long time. And you have the means to enact this miracle. Of course. I trust you will see us through like you have done before. And even if you can free Lucian, I fear it may not be enough to turn the tide. Aleroth is in imminent peril, and she needs the dragon to deliver her. Divine, where to begin? As you have most certainly noticed, we are trapped beneath a canopy of flying fortresses that threaten to destroy the city. Fortunately, Zandalor has a plan, no matter how desperate, that involves you and Aleroth's liberation. Though there is no alternative plan, we did send someone on Zandalor's mission in case you had fallen in the Hall of Echoes. You know her well. It was Commander Rode who took up the challenge and ventured into the dark. Yes, to anticipate your question, she was placed under arrest last time you met. But the greatest dragon slayer in history belongs in the field, not behind bars chewing old bread, wouldn't you say? What a woman, Dragon Knight. I pray I may soon look into her feral yet gorgeous eyes again. Sorry, I drifted away for a bit there. But let us get back to Zandalor's plan. Here is what he told me. When the fortresses started to appear above Aleroth like black stars in a noon sky, he realized all were doomed unless he sought help. This is why he delved for an ancient being buried in the catacombs neath the city. It lies incarcerated by the most unyielding sorceries known to any living mage, a combination of locks and barriers. And yet Zandalor removed from it the first spell of protection so he could use it to shield Aleroth. This was a desperate act. For if what dwells there breaks free, a second Damien will arise. And yet it is him you need to find, the tightly chained essence of the mad wizard Berlin. Zandalor knows he cannot hold the shield forever, so he bid me to tell you you will need to contact Berlin and persuade him to cede to you the Eye of the Patriarch. It It is a device of massive destruction that will allow us to obliterate Damien's horror-fueled armada. The logistic particulars are unclear to me as yet, but we'll tackle those when we get there. I honestly have no idea. This man, or creature, was completely unknown to me until Zandalor informed me of its existence. I asked him what he knew and how, but he remained strangely reticent. For the first time since I have known him, and that has been a good many years, I think I saw fear in his eyes. Never have I felt so nerve-shatteringly uncomfortable. Right now it is the heart of the city, the life's blood that shelters it from death. Yet, like any other heart, sooner or later, its beat is doomed to stop. But I can see you are not in the mood for metaphors. It boils down to this. Upholding the shield costs a tremendous amount of mental energy that will eventually exhaust even a wizard's mind. Suffice to say, we have hours, not days. Somehow, you will need to persuade him to give you the eye. Barter with him. Promise him everything in return, but do not free him. Even if it means failure, do not set him loose. If you can, bring us back the eye. Yes and no. Before she set off, Rode told me she would consult a famous historian. She believes he would know more about Berlin and the dungeon he is in. Maybe you should seek him out as well. A scholar named Thaddeus. You know this establishment, do you not? The Gentleman's Club? Mind you, it's more than that. Their library is a veritable treasure trove for those with an interest in obscure magic. But I shall keep you no longer, unless you have further questions. Time is of the essence. Time is what we lack. Best of luck, Dragon Knight.
So, now you know who I am. Know what lies deep under rock and earth. Even Zandalor bids you to find me, and you will. Find me. Release me.